Yo, what's up everyone? It's Maximufplace back again, and today we're taking a race back in time, specifically to the year 1993 in a country known as Nigeria. Nigeria, we held it. This isn't just a history lesson, we're diving into a masterpiece titled My Father's Shadow. This film isn't just any regular flick. It actually won recognition at the Festival of the Kings in 2025 as an official selection for Uncertain Regards. Big moves, eh? Produced by MUBI, BBC Films, BFI and the Match Factory, you already know the quality is top tier. The premise. The film focused on the aftermath of Nigeria's 1993 presidential election, the June 12th era, which was a massive turning point in our history. We follow a father navigating his two sons through Lagos during the period of intense unrest. We start with a boy praying to God, asking for mercy. Then we get this montage of animals and fruits decaying, being eaten by flies. It makes you wonder, is this setting the tone for a tragedy to come?
Hello, Andy.
Suddenly, a tortoise walks onto the porch. Now, remember, the tortoise symbolizes longevity, stability, and wisdom.
Hurdle crossing your path in spiritual traditions holds symbolic meanings. 1. Wisdom and longevity. Symbolizing wisdom, longevity, and patience, urging you to embrace steady growth and life experience.
Keep that in your head because its significance at the end will blow your mind. The vibe and the cast. We see two kids playing outside and one seems to be waiting or worrying. Above them, birds of prey are circling like they are ready to strike. From the get-go, we see that Akin, the younger brother, is a total menace. The senior brother Remy is constantly on his case. There's a scene where Remy catches Akin trying to lick sugar. The acting was spot on. That big brother reaction was too real. Felt like, a regular day in household where, the senior brother is checking the younger one for trying to lick sugar. The boys even play wrestling, shouting names like Kamala, The Undertaker, and The Ultimate Warrior. It's a perfect nod to the show, WWE show, which definitely sets the tone that they're in the 90s because of the timeline and the WWE superstars that they are mentioning. Well, I think that time they would call WWF, I think. Their back and forth is amazing, pure sibling energy. One says, I will draw it on your head. And the comeback from the younger brother too was a very classic one. The journey to Lagos. The father, Folarin, is played by the brilliant British actor Sope Dirisu. You've seen him in Gangs of London, Sandcastle, and Criminal. Folarin comes home and immediately asks for his wristwatch. It's not where he usually keeps it. Mark that dialogue. He finds out the mom is away at the village and decides to take the boys to Lagos, since they'd never seen it before. The kids are hyped because they've been lamenting about how he's always away. The cinematography here is fluid. There's a scene where Akin asks Remy why he's packing something in his bag. And Remy says, none of your business. Later, Aki is counting
Here I come.
stacks of cash. Remy asks, what is that? And Aki hits him back, none of your business. Comedy gold. That sibling beef is so real. Akin would literally rather die than to share his money with his senior brother. The historical backdrop. Shout out to the sound crew. The underscores in this film is unique and sets the tone perfectly. As they board a bus to Lagos, we see the city through the windows. The film is subtle. You see newspapers mentioning South Africa's apartheid and the radio reporting that the military denied the Bonny Camp massacre from 10 days prior. The rivalry between the IBB government and MK Abiola is at its peak. Suddenly, blood starts to drip from Folarin's nose. He's confused, but you can see the worry in his son's eyes when he cleans the blood off, and the show continues. Lagos hustle and the ominous tone. The journey is surreal. The directors did an amazing job hiding the modern amenities to keep that 1993 vibe and the aesthetic and make it look like they were really back in time there without showing a lot of modern day technologies and dresses and all that. There's a scene where the boy winks at a taxi driver and the driver winks back. We've all been there as kids, locking our eyes with random strangers in traffic and having that weird moment before. Before they drive off to Mr. Biggs. Later, Remy tells Akin to stop staring at a crippled man, explaining it's not nice to stare at people suffering. It reminds me of how our moms would pinch us and say, stop staring, it's a sin. Folarin meets his G in Lagos named Corridor, who calls him Capo. They lament about the military stealing the future, but then classic Nigerian movie, Corridor immediately bills him for the money. Corridor immediately bills Folari for money. Typical Agbero vibes. The turning point. The boys witness the Lagos bike men driving like they own the streets. Folari goes to his old workplace to collect 6 months of unpaid salary. While waiting for the bus, he meets Sis Sheyi, who looks absolutely shocked to see him. Everywhere he goes, everyone is surprised to see him. I wonder. He takes the kids to a fun fair at the beach. At the fun fair, an old security man tells him, Folari, my wife is dead. Tell her I miss her when you see her. Folari is stunned. Why would he say that? The big twist. Spoilers. If you don't want spoilers, keep away. The climax. It's hard. The IBB regime announces the annulment of the election. Riots breaks out. Soldiers are shooting. As they flee, they hit a military checkpoint. The soldier recognizes Folari from the Bonny Camp massacre the weeks before. Suddenly, we are at the burial. The kids are wearing the same material we saw at the start. Folari is dead. He has been dead for weeks. He died at the Bonny Camp massacre. His soul couldn't rest. He just wanted to spend one last day with his kids. That's why his watch wasn't on the table. He had run out of time. The woman haunting them was actually their mother. She wasn't dead. She was at the funeral. A silent reminder that this time and the little moments that they are spending with their dad won't last forever, and it is not real, reminding Remy, senior brother, to always bring him back to reality, knowing the fact that his father has long been dead, And they also made the mother, who was appearing occasionally like a ghost haunting them, look like she was, she was like, maybe she was the one dead, confusing viewers a bit. The tortoise at the start, that was his soul returning home. Remember, at the beginning, I told you, tortoise symbolizes longevity, especially in the spiritual realm or esoteric realm. The tortoise entering the house in the beginning symbolizes Folarin's soul returning home. Final thoughts. This film is a solid 10/10. I would say it is one of the only films that is a solid 10/10 on my channel. If I'm wrong, please comment down below. It's a masterpiece of Nigerian storytelling, good cinematography, great sound, and A-class acting, and the design team did a very good job. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Maximufplace for more deep dives into the best of cinema and what the world has to hold. Skia!